All right. So again, what up, ladies? I am super, super excited to be going over today's training because as you guys know, after the perfect invite, you guys, the close is the most and the most crucial part of anything in life, right? Not just in business, but in general, guys, even in your personal life. Like people have this stigma that like closing is just for, salespeople. But no, people are on the daily closing other people on their ideas, on their dreams, and with that being said, I am going to go into this. I did get a lot of my notes from this book. It's called The Closer's Survival Guide by Grant Cardone. And funny story about this book and how important, the law of attraction is and just, holding a thought like deep in your head. So like after my first year in business, as most of you guys know, I struggled financially because I had no idea, what I was doing in business, right? And imagine I had gotten myself into a lot of debt. I was, like I said, I was drinking, I was doing drugs like the whole first year of my business, acting reckless. And, once I made that switch in my mind that I decided that enough was enough, literally my whole life shifted, right? I went from literally broken to blessed, and part of that being was that once I made that switch, that I decided to isolate myself. I decided to literally just focus solely on my business. My whole entire life and my reality started to change. The people that I was surrounding myself with, the kind of environments that I was getting myself into, it was all just a 360 towards improvement. And one of that being, I was so good at marketing my whole entire first 2 years in business, but towards when I restructured my business, that I had hit that rock bottom, that I was already in debt, I started to realize that I wasn't being able to close people. Everybody was excited and everything, but when it came down to actually asking people for money, asking for that exchange of value, I was having a very difficult time, and with that being said, I remember I would always look, this was already when I had started to be, literally I started to read books. I started to research how to close, how to make sales. And I came across Grant Cardone. And I know a lot of people here, like for example, my sister resonate with, when you guys are lacking something, there are so many resources out there for free, right, to help you. And so I literally started to think about who can help me close deals and who can help me with sales right now. Because I had no money at this point. So I really needed someone to help me for free. And so I started literally asking the universe for a sign. I'm like, bro, I need to learn how to close. I literally started reading and researching everything about Grant Cardone. I started following all his employees. I started going on all his lives. And I started to realize that all those guys, imagine, they're all a bunch of sales guys. They all followed me back. And I started to realize that they were watching my stories. And so at this point, I was already very comfortable talking on camera, and I would see 10X, 10X, 10X. And for those of you guys that don't know, 10X is Grant Cardone's, big, sales or business event. And I started to see all these 10X people on my stories, right? And at this point, remember, the close is just an exchange of value. You got something I want, I got something you want, or something that you might need or whatever. So with that being said, I literally said, wow, I have no money. How can I get my foot through the door to Grant Cardone's office, right? And guys, I started looking at my stories and looking at my stories. I saw all these 10X people. And the only thing I had to offer at this moment in time when I had no money was meals. I had food. People eat, they eat all the time. I literally, mark my words, you guys, I made a video with talking and I said, what up, I hope that everyone's having an incredible day. If anyone can connect me with anyone in Grant Cardone's office, I'd love to feed the entire office for free. And I did that with the intention that I knew that half his office was gonna watch that story. And I kid you not, you guys, in 5 minutes, I got a video call from 10X headquarters. In 5 minutes, you guys, after posting that video, I have the video. And now my mentor who gave me this book, who is Grant Cardone's executive main sales guy, Dave Robards, right? He's one of my mentors. right? He video FaceTime me with a bunch of people from, a bunch of guys from 10X headquarters. And obviously, you guys, they're sales guys. They literally were like, damn, this girl, we're going to close her on a bunch of stuff because she loves Grant Cardone. And I kid you not, we were on the phone forever. He sold me on a book. I didn't even have the $50 to buy the book, but I bought the book anyways, right? And I literally, then he tried to sell me GrowthCon tickets, which were like $1,000 or something like that. And that's when I broke down in tears on the phone with him. And I literally told him, listen, I have no money. I'm literally just trying to get my foot through the door to see how I can get some sort of help. And guys, whatever, he sold me the book, we clicked the phone, and in 30 minutes he called me back and he said, check your email. And he had given me access, to a bunch of Grant Cardone's, Grant Cardone University. And now he is my good friend, my best friend, my mentor. And he gave me this book, The Closer Survivals, and many other books. And guys, that's where I'm at today. And then I literally started to learn how to close. We went over role playing. So besides that, I'm very, very grateful for him because I know one day I'm going to be able to show him this video. But yeah, with that being said, let's go into it. I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew where I got some of the information. Remember, I am just the messenger, not the message. So guys, please make sure that you guys have your pen and paper because this is a super, super, super important part of your business. Guys, please mute yourself. I think I try to mute everybody, but if you're not muted, please mute yourself, right? So after the perfect invite, the close is the most important part, right? Because it is the exchange of value, right? For a value, right? Whether it be support, whether it be energy, remember, Barack Obama closed us on votes, right? Bill Gates closed us on the computer. Now we all can't live without a computer, right? So the ability to close is not just in sales, right? It's the ability to close someone on your dreams, right? When I talk about Vixen leaders, when Mina talks about Alpha Project, we are closing people on the movement, right? So it's important that you guys realize that it's not just all budget. Oh. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. All right, awesome. So, right, so how do we define closing, right? The closing is the final step in the pursuit of any goal, right? The final step in the pursuit of any goal, right? The closing takes place, right, when all the parties involved, come to an agreement, take action, and exchange value, right? And so it's important. If there's no exchange of value, there is no close, right? If someone tells you that they're going to sign up, but you guys don't get paid, you guys don't close the deal, you guys don't get the credit card, right? There's no exchange of value there, right? If Barack Obama didn't get those votes, there was no exchange of value there, right? If you go to the gym to lose weight for a couple days and you don't see no results and you quit, there was no exchange of value there because you didn't, you failed to, I forgot what it says, but you failed to, right? You see, a lot of people sell themselves on the workout, but fail to close themselves on the improvement, which is the value, right? You're going to shred the pounds. So it is important, you guys, that you guys realize that just because someone says they're going to sign up to your business does not mean that there's no close, right? So I'm going to, guys, I'm a big visual learner, so I am going to whip out my whiteboard. I'm going to take out my whiteboard, and I'm super, super excited because I got a bunch of new markers. So I'm really, really excited. So hold on 1 second. Let me get. All right. So in closing, right? There are 3 C's that are extremely, extremely important, guys. And I'm gonna do this in a shape of a triangle. Remember, guys, I'm a better cook than a drawer, right? So this is let me do it in a different color. The blue. So this is the close, right? In order for the close to happen, you guys need to be, can you guys see it? Drop a 1 in the chat, guys, if you guys can see it. I want to make sure you guys can see it. Awesome. Perfect. Right? So in order to make a close, guys, in order to get value from in exchange of value, you must be confident, you guys. A lot of you guys are not closing deals because you guys lack confidence, right? Another thing, another C. So this is the first C. Guys, you have to be certain. Certainty, right? Certain is extremely important, right? This is knowledge. You have to be knowledgeable about what it is that you are trying to sell or exchange, make an exchange for, whether it be your dreams or ideas or whatever, right? Confidence. Hold on. What was the other one? Certain and in control. Sorry, I had a right, control. Just put it as control. Those are the 3 C's, right? Confident, certainty, and control. And when I say in control, you guys, that means that you guys have to be in control of the conversation. You guys have to be asking the questions. You guys have to be eliminating the objections before they give them to you, right? And I just saw this in one of Daniel G's, he just posted this. Guys, you know, what are the 3 main, you know, and Mina's going to be going in depth about objections tomorrow, but, you know, time, money, you know, those are things that people always tell you. So eliminate those in your conversation with your prospect in order to get a close, right? So do you guys have this? Remember, confidence, certainty, and in control of the conversation equals a close, right? Confident, certainty, and in control of the conversation equals a close, right? So, 1 second. So, you know, a lot of you guys, right, are, you know, you guys treat the close like, you know, some sort of roller coaster ride. You guys, you know, at the end of the close, you guys start freaking out. You guys, you know, don't know what to do. You guys don't know what to respond. And the reason is lack of knowledge, right? Guys, don't forget that you guys have to start realizing, right, that when you guys are going to close, all the parties involved are getting value, right? So eliminate objections. So like, for example, he said, and you guys can go follow him at Daniel G. So he said something like when you're pitching your thing, like your business or whatever, let's say you could tell your prospect, you know, this job, you know, we've come up with systems in order to cut, you know, the time that it's going to take you to make a certain amount of money, right, in half, right? So right there, we're eliminating, like if someone tells you that they don't have time to do this business, you tell them beforehand, right? Since time is one of the things that people tell you that why they don't do this business, you can simply, when you're pitching them or when you're talking to them about the business, you can tell them, you know, we've come up with all of these incredible systems to cut your time, you know, your learning time on how to properly do this in half. You know, you don't have the money. Well, you know, this business is going to allow you to make back your money, you know, you're going to get your investment back. You know, I don't know. Mina's going to handle all those objections tomorrow, but if you guys want, go check them out cause it's a really good video, right? So guys, remember at the close, you guys have to be extremely, extremely confident. Realize that we are all the parties involved are getting some sort of value, right? You guys, for example, if someone is signing up as a market partner, they're getting their own products. It's not like we're here trying to sell them something that they might never use. They're going to get the bombest hair and the bombest skincare or whatever pack they bought in exchange for their purchase, right? So you guys have to be able to confidently stand behind the products and stand, or whatever it is that you are selling. Because if you guys don't, guys, ability is stability. Let me repeat that. Ability, which is the ability to close, equals stability in your life. If you guys are not able to close people on your dreams, on your ideas, on your products, you're not going to make money. You're not going to make it in life. You're not going to get support or energy or an exchange of some sort of value with your prospect, you know? So this is so important. And this is an art. It needs to be practiced, right? You guys should be writing down every single objection you get. Learn. If you guys don't know how to close, if you guys have been in this business, and excuse me if this hurts anybody's feelings, it's not in a bad way, but if you guys have been in this business for 1 month and you guys are all in this business, and this is what what you plan to do, and you haven't been able to close one VIP, one market partner, then you guys need to be researching and learning everything that there is to know about mastering the close. If you've been presenting the opportunity and the products to prospects like you say you have, right? Remember, guys, it takes about 10,000 hours to become an expert at something. 10,000 hours. Closing is an art. And if you have been in this business for 1 month and you guys are not even seeking help on how to close or how to, who can help me with this? Like, for example, when I couldn't close, I literally went to whoever the best salesperson in the world, one of the best sales guys. So it's important that if you guys have been in this business for a month and you guys are supposedly prospecting, supposedly doing 311s, and you guys are not getting results, then you guys have to seek awareness, seek what is the problem. So another thing, let me go back to my board, right? So guys, so fear is an indicator, right? Fear is an indicator of lack of knowledge. Let me repeat that, you guys, so it doesn't go over your head. Fear is an indicator of lack of knowledge. So, and remember, guys, energy is transmitted, right? It's transmittable. People sense when you are scared. They sense, remember, that's why we are in a hurry when we're doing our perfect invite. Because if you lack the knowledge, you don't want to come across a question that you're not going to be able to answer because it's going to discredit you. The same thing in the close. The minute you stutter, the minute that the prospect feels that you don't know what you are talking about, that you don't stand behind your product or dream or idea, it's done deal. You're not gonna close the deal, right? So the reason why people don't close most of the time is lack of knowledge, right? Lack of knowledge causes lack of confidence, right? And Grant Cardone explains it the best, right? So you need to know, right? You need to know what it is that you are selling, and you need to, sorry, you can't see it there. And you need to know that every single party involved is gonna get some sort of value in return, you guys. Guys, do you guys not understand that this company sold $10 million in 24 hours? Like, do you understand that was just in market partners? Those sales were made just by market partners. So do you guys not understand that these products are incredible? They are amazing. We know that they work, and we love them the most because we bought $10 million worth of it, right? So if you guys don't know that what we are selling is of massive value to the client, it's gonna portray that. If you guys are not closing deals, it's because you don't believe in the products or you don't believe in yourself, right? And so if you take out, you need to know what you are selling, right? And know that it is of value. And then let me tell you right here, because you can't see it. If you take away the K, the K is for knowledge. And the W is for wisdom. If you take away, right? If you take away the K for knowledge and the W for wisdom, what do you guys end up with, bro? What do you guys end up with, right? Lack of knowledge and lack of wisdom is a no. An automatic no, right? And that means that there's something that you don't know yet. So for example, maybe it's the art of closing, and it's just lack of knowledge, how to deal with objections. If it is lack of confidence, guys, go read a book on how to be more confident, right? And knowledge means certainty. And going back, you need to be confident. You need to be certain about what it is that you are providing to your prospect, right? Like, guys, I love these products. Like when I talk about the products, I'm like, shh, I have everything in my bathroom, And even then, with my meal plans, one of the reasons why I wasn't able to close was because I was broke, you guys. I was so damn broke, and even then I still had to come up with $40,000 every single month. I was literally calling people out of desperation. And that's why it's so important that if you guys are not making sales because you guys are just here for money purposes, right? You're like, I need to make this deal. I need to close this deal. Like out of desperation, remember that energy is transmittable, right? So going back to the knowledge, right? If you get no return on your investment, it probably means you didn't know something. The same thing, if you didn't close a deal, it probably means that you didn't know something. And it was felt. It was felt, right? So guys, remember, the art of closing it needs to be practiced. You guys need to realize that everything is a close. And if you guys don't close deals, you guys don't make money, you guys are not going to be able to get out of your situation. And I'm telling you guys one thing, if you guys have been in this business for over a month and you guys say you've been working and y'all not seeing results, this is a good topic that you guys start researching now. That you guys start hopping on Grant Cardone stuff now. Like when I lacked, what I realized is that when I was building my business, what I lacked was mentors. And when I realized how quickly I was able to attract almost every single person in Grant Cardone's office, I know every single person, including Grant, in his office because I lacked the skill. I seeked who knew it the best, and I did anything I possibly could to get close to those people, right? So if you lack a skill, go find who does it the best and go find a way to be close to those people. I didn't have money. So I literally said that I would feed the entire office for free. And that got my foot through the door. I said, all I need to do is get my foot through the door. And I know that I could close these people on my dreams and on my beliefs. But I wasn't able to close people. Literally, I had to learn how to cold call. I had to learn how to prospect. I had to learn so many things that I never even knew because I didn't know that. Nobody ever taught me those things when I started my business. I didn't go to school on how to properly run a business. They never taught me these things in school. They don't teach you about sales in schools. And sales is like the most important thing in the world. Everything is a freaking sale. Everything is a transaction. You're looking to get married with someone, it's a transaction. When you start dating, you're getting to know someone, it is a sale. When you sign the wedding vows, you're closing the deal. Right? When you're getting divorced, you're breaking the agreement. Everything is a sale. And if you guys are lacking something, you guys need to, what you lack in skill, you make up in numbers, but also you guys can't be just, expecting, the sales gods to come and help you to learn how to close. Because if you're making the same mistake over and over and over and over again without actually figuring out what it is that is not working, then making up in numbers doesn't matter because you're making the same mistake over and over and over again. The prospect is not going to tell you, hey, I didn't like the way you closed me, or I didn't sign up with you guys. I didn't sign up with you because your close sucks. Nobody's going to tell you those things. So it's important that you guys realize also how important, utilizing all the resources that are out there, in order to help you close deals. Because guys, you guys want to retire your mom and dad, y'all going to have to learn how to close deals. Yeah, you guys want the Lamborghini, y'all want to buy a home, y'all want to take your kids to private school, y'all gonna have to be closing deals. in a timely manner, fast. You know, like guys, we're not, you know, like I always say it. Yo, I'm 27. I don't know how I'm gonna hit 30 on Forbes 30 under 30, but I'm gonna hit it. And I know that if I continue working hard, some magic opportunity is just gonna hop on my lap and boom, overnight success. But if you guys don't seek help or seek awareness for these kind of problems that you're having in your business, then you're never gonna move forward. You're gonna keep continuing to make the same mistake over and over and over again. So moving forward, I'm super excited because I actually hopped on this training, you know, by accident. I think I asked Neno for the link. Cash the Great, if you guys don't follow him, I believe he's a Chairman 250. He is a savage. You know, like I told you guys, I've been studying Chairman for a really long time. You know, I Am Academy is like the #2 multi-level marketing company in the world. And not only do they have the greatest culture, but they also have, you know, really good educators, you know. So remember, they post YouTube videos all the time. You know, guys, if Neno posts a link of someone who is speaking, ask Neno for the link, or ask, you know, Yaneli's for the link, or ask Matt Rosa for the link, ask Mina for the link. If you guys can try to get the links to some of these guys' calls, because although they talk about a different compensation plan, they're in the same industry as us. Do you guys understand that? Network marketing is the same thing as I Am Academy, as same thing as Herbalife, you know, or some of these CBD companies. It is the same kind of industry, you know. So although they might talk about different sort of ranks, it's like talking about our compensation plan. It is the same structure, right? So I study all of them on YouTube because they're the way that they educate, and the way that they, you know, their analogies on stuff, and the way that how they present things in a visual form, it's an incredible, you know, teaching for like form. So I'm gonna go over his Cash the Greats. I'm gonna drop his IG. Y'all can go check him out. Cash the Great. Because I do want him to check out this video. I am gonna send it to him. When I told him that I had these notes, he made this call and he didn't even know it, like, because I wrote it in detail. So guys, make sure that I'll drop the script later on, but make sure that you guys are taking notes, because this is extremely valuable, right? The 10-minute close. And obviously this doesn't go for everyone. You guys have to really see where you're at in the relationship with your prospect. But let's start it. So after the perfect invite, right? Let's say it's someone that you don't know. This is like, let's say it's someone that you haven't really built a relationship with. You just perfectly invite them, and you get on a call with them, or you have me get on a call with them. I would do the perfect close, right? So the first step, right? You exchange hellos. Hey, how are you? What's your name? Right? Hey, how are you? What's your name? That's it, right? Second step, and I broke it down in step. He just went over. I just broke it down in steps because it's going to be a little bit easier for you guys to understand. The second step, what do you do for a living, right? And then you build conversation, right? You ask them if they like it, you know, what kind of work do you do there, etc. You know, and you kind of build a little bit of a relationship there, right? The third step, how long have you been working there, right? Build a little bit of conversation. They're gonna tell you, you're gonna talk back, right? The fourth step, add value, right? This is where it's super important. You guys remember, it doesn't have to be exactly 10 minutes. He said it 10 minutes because they're savages over there at I Am Academy. And so add value, right? I have access to not only an incredible community of strong and empowering women, but to the blueprint to time and financial freedom, right? So obviously you had already asked them what they did. Here you can automatically know kind of what it is. And obviously there's other questions that you guys can ask before that. Like, for example, if they have kids, guys, if they have kids, you push time freedom, right? Like, you guys can kind of read what it is that you can push to them the most. You know, if they're a mom, you know, you can push the time freedom. Maybe they're not interested in making a side income, right? So adding value, right? I have access not only to an incredible community of empowering and strong women, but to the blueprint to financial and time freedom. Guys, we have Christy Stone, Liz Lugo, all of these leaders. We have the blueprint. Whether the reason and the lack of success of some of you guys is not because the business doesn't work. It's been proven multiple times that this works, right? And we see it left and right with people popping up in Cadillacs, you know, hitting SED, hitting all these ranks, you know. So it's just lack of application and lack of commitment. I don't know what it is for some of you guys, but it works, you know. So we have the blueprint, you know. So this is extremely important, because now you know what what they do, and you can kind of already tell one by that you're on the phone with them or on a call, on a Zoom call. You can feel their energy, see if they like their job. You ask them, what do you do there? If they tell you they're a freaking janitor, or they're, you know, something that they might, you know, that you automatically might think that they don't really truly enjoy, then guys, I have access not only to an incredible, you know, a community of strong and empowering women, but to the blueprint to financial and time freedom. Now, who doesn't want financial and time freedom? Who doesn't want to be part of Alpha Project and Vixen Leaders? Right? You guys have to be confident about what it is that you guys are telling these people. Guys, you got the plug. We are the plug to solve all of your problems. We are the plug. We have trainings. We get trained by 7-figure earners, 8-figure earners, right? We have the best hair care products, the best skincare products, right? Where this business gives you access to financial and time freedom, right? This is for on the phone. Yes, it's for on the phone, definitely. Remember, guys, you always want to be on a call, guys. Everything, you guys can't be closing deals through text. You guys cannot be closing deals through text. I get on Zoom calls all day. All day I'm on Zoom calls, and all day I'm on the phone. I'm in the kitchen with my hairnet on, and I'm on the phone, right? So let me repeat that one more time for those of you guys that didn't hear it. I'm gonna drop it again, but I want you guys to instill it in your head that we are the plug. That you guys should be talking like, yo, I got that sauce. I can help you solve all your problems. Maybe not me personally. If you're coming from a place that you don't have the success yet, I don't have it, but Mina has it, but Christy Stone has it, but Alana has it, but Steph has it. Liz Lugo has it. So we have the blueprint. Maybe you just haven't hopped on enough calls yet. Maybe you just haven't applied everything that you've learned yet. Maybe you're not giving this your all, but we do have the blueprint. Remember, this business is all duplication. So I have access not only to an incredible community of strong and empowering women, but to the blueprint to financial and time freedom, right? So number 5, the next question is going to be a little more personal. But in order for me to help you, I need to get to know you. Let me repeat that. This next question is going to be a little more personal, but in order for me to help you, I need to get to know you, right? How much do you make monthly? Don't be scared to ask these kind of questions, you guys. Asking these kind of questions shows that you are in control of the conversation. If you let them ask the questions, what is this about? If you let them ask the questions, you are not in control, which means you will not close. No control, no close. So this next question is going to be more personal, but in order for me to help you, I need to get to know you, right? How much do you make monthly? And you're gonna wait for an answer, right? And then when they answer, I want to, number 6, I want to give you access to make just that with less work and less time so you can have time freedom or make more money to do what you want. Whether it be, you already got to know them a little bit. So this is where getting to know them at the beginning is a little, building that conversation is kind of like building that relationship. So let me repeat it. How much do you make monthly? They're going to answer, I want to give you access, right? You're going to give them access to make just that, whatever they told you, right? With less work and less time, so you can have time freedom to do what you want or whatever. Spend time with your kids, maybe travel, you guys feel out the conversation and you guys can pitch it based on that, right? The next question, right? Number 7, how much money do you have saved, right? Don't be scared to ask questions, right? Don't be scared to ask personal questions. If they don't feel like answering, they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you. And then this is when the objections come in that Mia's going to teach you guys all about tomorrow, right? But if you guys are certain, if you guys are confident, if you guys know what you have in your hands, in community, best products, best everything, best trainings, right? And so when you ask them how much money they have saved, they're going to give you 2 answers. 1, they don't have any, right? And 2, they're going to tell you a number of money that they have saved, right? And this is where, if they have no savings, right? Let's go over if they do have savings. So when they tell you how much money they have saved, right? Then you tell them, perfect. Because this 350 or 199 success pack is going to give you that access to financial and time freedom that I'm sure that you want, right? And not only that, but we're going to add you, you're going to be part of an amazing, incredible community, right? So when they tell you, they're going to give you 2 answers. They either have no money saved, or they're going to tell you a number and it's just enough to purchase a success pack. They're probably going to tell you that they have more than $199 saved. And if they do, you tell them, perfect. Because for $199 or for $350, or for, if they tell you that they have $600, whatever they tell you, you tell them back, perfect. I got a perfect, pack for you in order for you to get financial freedom, time freedom, and get plugged in to one of the best communities and the strongest cultures in the world. And we're going to back you up with the best skincare and hair care that you're going to use anyways, right? So if they have the money, right? If they don't have the money, you ask them if they have access, right? It's all access. If they have access to $199. Because if they don't have any money saved, I'm sure that they can get, remember, you want to keep asking questions. Keep the conversation going. You don't have the money? Okay, who can give you the money? In order to make sure that we make you that, not only that, but much more, so you never have to worry about having to make a $200 investment on yourself. Right? So if they have the money, now remember, when he was going over this, he was going over I Am Academy, but I literally try to word it so that we can use it as well, right? So if they have the money, right? If you haven't already disqualified them by sending them the Alpha Project, potentials video, this is where you would do it. You tell them that I want to show you a video so you can get an understanding of what we do and exactly what it's going to take. I'm going to follow up with you at this exact time, right? After you watch the video, right? And you want to make sure that you give them an exact time, right? So you're going to send them the potentials video, right? You're going to either send them the potentials video or make the call a little longer and let them know what you do. Or if you haven't already done so. But this is if you haven't already done so. Remember, I got this off of someone else's training, right? So you always want to be the person asking questions, and you're going to tell them, I'm going to send you a video to show you exactly what it's going to take, right? And what it is that we do, right? And I'm going to call you in 20 minutes. I'm going to call you in 30 minutes at 11:30. And at that time, you're going to call them up, right? You're going to call them up, you guys. You guys have to be persistent. If not, you guys are not going to get a close. Remember, a no today is not a no, it's not a no forever, but yo, we want yeses. No is lack of knowledge. If you, it's something that we haven't answered yet. And even things, these are still things I get no's all the time. But it might be something we need to master the close, because, and become aware of all these objections and all these things that they might say and excuses, because they're just excuses. They're just excuses. You don't want time freedom? You don't want, financial freedom? Sis, don't tell me that, guys, I know that you guys might love your 9 to 5, but guys, think about it. This business is not difficult. And when you come from a good place, when the intentions are good, when people actually learn what it is that we have here in our hands, and they feel that, they're gonna sign up, so always be that person asking questions, right? The one asking questions is the one controlling the conversation, right? After you either ask them, right? You either tell them, if they have the money, you tell them, great. If they have money saved, you have $199 saved, perfect. The success pack for $199 is not only gonna buy you your own products, but it's literally, you're gonna get your investment back in whatever. You set a time, you just push that. Or if they don't have the money, do you have access to anyone that could lend you the money, or someone that can get you the money, right? Maybe a mom, maybe their mom. If you don't have the money, yo, you need this business. If you don't have $200 saved, you need to be in this business. It's important that we are asking questions in order to see where the problem is, right? We ask them what they're doing. Maybe they're working 16-hour days and they need time freedom, right? Maybe they don't have $200 saved, so maybe they need an extra income, right? And then you take it, the last step is take it away, right? Take it away. And it's the same thing with the perfect invite. You take it away. Like I said, I have the blueprint, right? After you call them back and after they watch the video. Like I said, I have the blueprint, right? To financial and time freedom. And I'm gonna plug you in the best community, and you're gonna get your own products. You tell them whatever the money that they have saved, or whatever, however you direct the conversation, you guys are gonna get your answers back. You guys are gonna get objections, whatever it is. But if you guys are certain, remember, this came from someone who is the king of closing. Like, he is a savage when it comes to closing deals. Like, he will get you on the phone, and so is Grant Cardone and all his sales guy. And with that being said, repetition is key. All of Grant's guys in their office, the first thing they do in the morning, all like 140 or 200 and something employees, is role play. When I was lacking in sales, he came to train us here, me and my and the girl that was working with me at that moment in time, and literally forced us to role play on objections, right? The more you role play, the more you repeat the objections to yourself and how you're gonna reply to them. You guys can't go into a sale without knowing what that person, or thinking what that person might tell you. Because some of you guys get no's and then you're like, oh, okay, don't worry about it. Or you guys have to be able to answer with an you don't keep the conversation going. Don't be thinking just because we tell you guys a no today is not a no forever, doesn't mean that you guys should be accepting every single no that comes your way. Don't let that go over your head, you guys. Just because we tell you that a no today is not a no forever, doesn't mean that you guys should be accepting no's all day. And if you guys have been in this business for over a month now and haven't closed one deal, I highly suggest that you guys start purchasing the books, reading the books, getting on YouTube, looking for people who can help you close deals. That's if you've been prospecting and getting people on calls, right? Because this is going to be an important and crucial, right? This is a crucial, guys, in any freaking business. If you can't close deals, you cannot, you won't be able to get anywhere, you guys, right? So with that being said, that is the end of my training. It is already 11:53. I hope that you guys got some value. I will be dropping this recording and all the other recordings in the evening. I still have to get back to my kitchen and cook. So I really do appreciate you guys. I'm very, very grateful for you guys. I hope that you guys really, really implement. You guys, if you guys have been, and I keep repeating this, because if you guys are not closing deals, it is because you lack knowledge, or you lack certainty, or you lack confidence. Which one is it? You guys have to come to the root of what is stopping you from portraying what it is that we have to offer to your prospect. Because when I talk about this to people, I'm like, sis, you don't want time freedom to do whatever you want, to spend that time with your kids, to travel, right? You don't want to make an extra income. I see you living at home with your mom's house. Guys, we know that this business works. For those of you guys that say that this is too hard, or that it's not possible, or that it's because of you not being able to apply, because you have a bad day, you don't show up to your business. It's because of you not showing up to every single call and taking notes, and not only putting your notebook away and letting it catch dust, but actually going back and reviewing and actually applying what it is that we are being taught. Because we are being taught like information that doesn't get taught anywhere. Like what I don't think you guys understand that the stuff that Nano teaches us every single morning, he is giving us access to 7- and 8-figure earner information. And he teaches it in a way that we can understand it. So if you guys are not making it in this business, it is not because the business doesn't work. It is not because we don't have the blueprint, because we do. There's just something that you guys don't know yet. There's just something that you guys haven't found. Even me, I'm not an SCD yet. There are still things that I don't know yet. Right? So until I don't know those, and until I don't become confident about those things and figure out what it is that I don't know, I'm not going to hit SCD yet. But if you guys have been in this business for multiple months and you guys have not seen one close, then you guys really need to start utilizing the resources that are out there for free in order to get those closes, you guys. Because without close, there's no money, and without no money, we can't do anything. So I really appreciate you guys. Much love. Have an incredible day, and much love and light to everyone.